is that I want to study it with physics, right? I want to look at what the physics of it is. And unlike what people like in Menhem say, we don't have enough physics to explain the subjective experience. And this is really the important part. We're caught up in will right now, and that's fine. We can stay caught up in it. But we should think a little bit about the fact that the real question is just, why is there this subjective experience that thinks it has choices? Okay, so it doesn't have choices. Let's say we assume that. Why is there a subjective experience still? What kind of there is no physics that explains how something would gain a cognitive perspective. None whatsoever. So I'm saying we investigate that physics. All right, why do I expect it to have to do with, modern physics? Well, because nothing in classical physics describes it. So it's either something we already have in modern physics or something we haven't even discovered yet. It's dark energy or something. If you think that it is probably explainable, then you might as well try to explain it with the current physics. But don't use the part that can't explain it, because classical physics can explain isn't the right word, but let's just keep using the word explain. It can explain why somebody behaves so intricately. It can. But it cannot explain the fact that there's a subjective experience that arises that I have, that I know exists through me having it. There is no explanation about how that can happen. So let's explain it. And the reason I'm pro-will when we do use the word free will, I argue on that side, is because our happiness and satisfaction in life is hinged entirely, 100%, on how we interact with our will. Again, whether it's really free or that's all an illusion or it's somewhere in between, when we feel that we're making decisions and we're having an impact, our intent is expressed, that makes us happier. Excuse me. So I think it's kind of important to figure out how that works, because I do think it's important, our satisfaction. So there's no reason to avoid studying the physics of the phenomenon in any case, no matter what. Really, compatibilism is the only view in the sense that now a compatibilist proper might say that will could be free and there's determinism. But I'm talking about compatibilism where, okay, will is a sort of an illusion because you don't have the choice, you think, but it's still there. It has a relationship, will, and the success or failure of it has a relationship to your life and your satisfaction. So it exists as a thing to study. The fact that it's not the first cause, because there are no first causes, is not particularly surprising.